The Cartagena Agreement of May 26, 1969 created the Andean Community CAN, of which Bolivia, Chile, Colombia, Ecuador, and Peru were founding members. CAN's main goal was to establish a common market and customs union to encourage harmonious and balanced development among its member states. The objective was achieved by means of promoting economic integration and executing cooperative development tactics designed to mitigate economic discrepancies among the constituent nations. Due to political and economic disagreements, Chile withdrew in 1976, leaving Bolivia, Ecuador, Peru, and Colombia as the surviving members. Over time, the Andean Pact Commission and the Andean Court of Justice, which was founded in 1979, were among the important institutions that the CAN established to supervise integration efforts and settle disputes. For the CAN, the 1980s were a turbulent time characterized by internal strife and economic instability that impeded integration efforts. Serious economic difficulties, such as high rates of inflation, debt crises, and political unrest beset many of the member nations. The integration process stalled because of these concerns as nations concentrated on solving their internal issues. But within the bloc, a wave of major modernization and reforms arrived in the 1990s. To better reflect a renewed commitment to integration and better align with the evolving global economic landscape, the Cartagena Agreement was amended. A significant step toward the advancement of member state economic integration was the establishment of a common external tariff in 1997. This action was a component of larger initiatives to forge a stronger, more competitive economic bloc. Venezuela became a member of the CAN in 2003 and left in 2006, demonstrating the fluid and occasionally unstable character of regional alliances. Notwithstanding these obstacles, the 1990s reforms set the stage for the CAN's future expansion and collaboration. The 2011 launch of the Andean Passport was one of the Andean community's major 21st century achievements. The movement of citizens amongst member nations was greatly facilitated by this initiative, strengthening regional cooperation and integration. With the Andean Passport, citizens could travel throughout the region with just their national ID cards, doing away with the need for a visa for brief visits. The goal of this policy was to create a more cohesive and interconnected region by encouraging greater social and economic cohesion among member states. By making travel simpler and more accessible, the Andean Passport has played a significant role in promoting cultural exchange, increasing tourism, and fortifying economic ties. The CAN celebrated its 50th anniversary in 2019, a significant event that honored the successes and developments over the previous 50 years. This celebration brought to light the CAN's adaptability and resilience in the face of a variety of difficulties such as political upheaval and economic crisis. To ensure that it continues to be an important regional bloc in South America, the CAN has consistently worked to strengthen its political, social, and economic frameworks over the years. A key component of the CAN's work has been economic integration, which is achieved through actions like implementing a common external tariff and harmonizing economic policies, which together create a more integrated and stable regional economy. The CAN is now better equipped to compete in international markets and draw in foreign investment thanks to these efforts. In terms of social cohesion and mobility within the region, the CAN has made noteworthy progress in reducing poverty, increasing healthcare access, and raising literacy rates. In terms of the environment, the CAN has made a commitment to sustainable development by means of programs meant to save important habitats, such as the Amazon rainforest. The bloc's commitment to advancing a green future is further demonstrated by regional collaboration on renewable energy projects and sustainable farming practices. The integration efforts have been reinforced in terms of governance by the formation of strong institutions such as the Andean Parliament and the Andean Court of Justice. These organizations are essential for settling conflicts, making sure that agreements are followed, and encouraging mutual respect and cooperation among member governments. Through collaborative research and development initiatives. The CAN focuses on technological innovation and industrial growth with the goals of modernizing important industries, boosting competitiveness, and facilitating the adoption of new technologies. These initiatives are essential for stimulating regional economic growth and producing high-caliber jobs. By removing trade obstacles between its member nations, the Andean community can seek to promote free trade and investment. The adoption of a common external tariff and the harmonization of economic policies are crucial to supporting economic stability and growth in the region. By facilitating more seamless trade flows and cutting expenses, these actions improve the region's economy's competitiveness internationally. Critical goals include reducing social inequality and raising living standards. To this end, the CAN coordinates social welfare, health, and education policies. Initiatives to lower poverty, increase access to healthcare, and improve educational opportunities are essential components of this endeavor. The Andean Passport is one initiative that makes it easier for residents to migrate between member states, which fosters greater social and cultural integration. Furthermore, in order to ensure that the region's abundant natural resources are not sacrificed for economic progress, the CAN is dedicated to creating and enforcing laws that safeguard the environment and advance sustainable development. To this end, cooperative efforts are being made to combat climate change, preserve biodiversity, and advance sustainable agriculture techniques. It is vital to promote technical innovation and industrial development through collaborative research and development initiatives to modernize important industries, boost competitiveness in the global market, and encourage the uptake of new technologies. These initiatives are essential for stimulating regional economic growth and producing high-caliber jobs. Improving political communication and cooperation is crucial for tackling issues in the region and advancing stability and peace. A culture of collaboration and mutual respect among member nations is fostered, disagreements are resolved, agreements are followed, and effective governance and policy implementation are ensured by strengthening institutions like the Andean Parliament and the Andean Court of Justice. Together, these all-encompassing initiatives help the CAN achieve its objective of inclusive and sustainable regional development. The regional economy is now more stable and integrated because of the harmonization of economic policies, which has enabled this expansion. The CAN's capacity to draw in foreign investment and successfully compete in international marketplaces is improved by this stability. In terms of social progress, the CAN has improved metrics like literacy rates, access to healthcare, and poverty reduction. Greater social cohesiveness and mobility within the region have been facilitated by initiatives to lessen socioeconomic inequities and improve the standard of living for all residents. Regarding the environment, the accomplishment of initiatives to save important habitats like as the Amazon rainforest highlights the CAN's dedication to sustainability. The region's collaboration on sustainable agriculture methods and renewable energy projects, which support a greener future, is another proof of this commitment. The governance and integration processes within the CAN have been greatly reinforced by the formation of strong institutions such as the Andean Parliament and the Andean Court of Justice. Cooperative and resilient regional blocs are fostered when there are efficient dispute resolution and policy coordination mechanisms in place to guarantee that the interests of all member states are fairly represented and safeguarded. The CAN is also being propelled toward comprehensive and sustainable development by continuing efforts to strengthen industrial development, technological innovation, and political cooperation. In conclusion, with a strong commitment to social development, environmental sustainability, economic integration, and political cooperation, the Andean community can continues to be an important regional bloc. It is an important factor in the regional and international economic scene because of its continuous efforts which support the stability and prosperity of its member nations. This thorough summary is a great starting point for comprehending the goals, background, and present state of the CAN.